everyone, welcome to Freshers Now YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to look about IELTS Academic Writing Task 1. So, in this video, you are going to see what is the exam format about, what you have to write, what it contains and how you should prepare is all going to be covered in this video. IELTS Academic Task 1, as I've mentioned, here it is about graphs, pie charts, bar graphs or line, or you will be given a table which has some data. You will not be given all of this. In any of this you will be given any one. Okay, so prepare all and make sure you can answer anything which is given in your question paper. The word count which you should maintain is 150 to 170 words. Also, now remember, your word count should not go less than 150. It can be more than 150. There is no penalty or there is no negative marking for extra writing. If your writing is less than 150, then please consider that you will, the answer is not at all considered. So please make sure you are writing more and not less. Remember that. Okay, so as I mentioned, no penalty for overwriting. That means there is, and also remember, you should not write more than like 200 to 300 words for that. Also, you will not have so much of data. Whatever the data is given, constrain it, keep it very clean and clear. I'll also give you the format of how you should write the essay. Also in this video, you will be given an extra example where you can know the essay structure and also the words that you have to use. Further, we will going to see also that. Okay, no penalty for overwriting. Now, how should you write the essay? You have to keep 3 points or 3 sections in your mind before you start your essay. Number 1 is introduction. Now, whenever you see a graph or a pie chart or anything, read the question properly. There will be a question before the graph or below the graph. So please make sure you read that question in the first place. Okay, read it properly and then write your introduction. Usually the introduction will be rephrasing the question part. Okay, instead of keeping it in a question format, you will be converting that into a statement. It is like overphrasing. Number 2 is giving the information. Information in the sense you will not write in detail, but you will be just given an overview or a gist of the graph or the pie chart, whatever you are seeing in that question. Number 3 is explanation. So in the explanation part, you will be giving in detailed view of whatever it is given in the question. In detail explanation doesn't mean that you have to write line by line whatever it is pointed in the graph or something. It means that how you are comparing both or how you are comparing the data given in there, that comes under the explanation part. How well you frame the explanation depends on your comparison or overwriting of the question. Now let us see the example so that you will get an idea. Here's you go the question for writing task 1. So this is the graph. Okay. So please read the question properly. The bar graph illustrates the yearly number of visitors in 3 different museums, that is National Gallery, Victoria and Albert Museum and British Museum from 2007 to 2012. So this will be your question. Okay, as you have seen, the data given here is from 2007 to 2012. This is data number 1. Now, this is annual visitors. This will be your data number 2. This will be your data number 3. And this is your main question. Okay, now what is the points that you have here? You have 4 points in your hand. Okay, so 4 points you will be collecting it together and starting your essay. Now, what is the first part of the essay? it is introduction. Now, okay, I hope it is clear to you. Yeah, the peak visitors of museum. So as you frame the introduction which I have already shown you in the previous slide, and here will be your main description of the graph. The peak number of visitors was in 2012. So, and when you're writing the essay, please make sure that you are using right form of phrases or the comparison of words. I'll give you a, this is just an example, I'll be reading through it and I'll be underlining the main keywords which you have to use when you are writing the essay. Okay. So, for example, you'll be using the word peak for higher or something like more. Okay. While the lowest point was in 2009 and 2010. So here, in the first two lines, as we see, we have the comparison between 2012, 2009 and 2010. 2012 has more, 2009 and 10 has the lowest. So here we have compared the highest point and the lowest point. Okay, now Victoria and Albert Museum was the most popular. Highest point, lowest point, and the popular one you have mentioned from 2007 to 2009. During 2007-2008, it's the annual number of visitors remained constant. So here you will be seeing who are constant there. See now in this whole 4 lines, what you have seen? You have seen 4 different types of comparisons. Number 1 is the highest, number 2 is the lowest, number 3 is the popular, number 4 is the constant one. So this way you have to start framing your essay. Words like however, therefore, furthermore, hereafter, all these kind of connecting words will help you to connect the previous paragraph to the below paragraph. The figure started to decline. So here now it is showing a downfall of the graph. Now this is the 5th comparison which you have shown. Decline. How it is declining, whether it is declining slowly, whether it is declining rapidly, that you can mention it here. As they have mentioned, declined rapidly in the year 2009 and reached to the lowest point, okay, of about 8 million in 2010, becoming the least popular museum for the rest of the period. Okay, so this has come to an end. After that, the number of Victorian and Albert Museum visitors gradually rose. Okay, so this word, lowest point and declined rapidly, downfall, gradually rose. Again you are showing a rise of the graph. Okay, you have to see the comparison that the graph is evolving through. Gradually rose up to 10 million visitors within 2 years. And then 3rd paragraph, which is the explanation part of the essay, and this is the very crucial part of the essay, what it contains about and how you have to do the explanation while doing comparison. Please keep the graph at your glance so that you will have the numbers ready, and also you will not mistake any numbers or any data which is given in your graph. Now, British Museum was the 2nd most popular. They are starting the graph with the popular one, comparing it to the Victoria and Albert Museum, means which is being outraged. The word here used is outraged, which means this is the most popular one rather than Victoria and Albert Museum. Again, as I've already mentioned, the word nevertheless, which means it is a connecting word between the upper paragraph, the upper lines and the below lines. As I've already mentioned, it is like however, therefore, hereafter, nevertheless, nonetheless. All these are the connecting words which you should have at your fingertips. So nevertheless, it is the number of visitors experienced as a sharp fall. Here they are showing the graph in a downfall stage and remained unchanged the following year. Then the figure started to increase. Okay, they're just showing the increase of the graph. Next, here the example, in this example you will see it is a peak increase. Okay, the increase has begun to the height, like it is reached to the top level. Approximately 14 million visitors in 2012, regaining its position to 2007. National Gallery showed most notable development. Again, it is showing the development. It has outraged and how this has impacted the other gallery. Growth throughout the period, being the least popular. So from here, the most popular, from here you will see that they have connected this to the ending, to the conclusion, that being the least popular museum in the beginning, it has experienced a growth. More than 10 million visitors over 6 years period of time, and became the most visited museum in 2012. So this is how you compare. Now let us see the gist, what we have learnt till now. In this paragraph we have seen the introduction, which is just like 3 to 4 lines, which you will be given what is in the graph. In this second paragraph, you have seen the overview of the graph, which is how the graph is placed, what is the comparison, what is the highest point of graph, what is the least point of graph, what it is about. That is just giving an overview. Number 3, the third paragraph, which is the explanation part, where you have seen comparison between each data of the graph given, between the museums, the number of visitors, the years, all the comparison part is done in the third paragraph, and how you are connecting the sentence is also one of the most important thing in your essay. Please make sure, remember that you have to write 150 to 170 words at a stretch, no breaking down. Don't keep number 1, number 2 or number 3 beside your paragraphs. There is no need. Leave 2 fingers of space between starting your paragraph. Make sure you are giving neat presentation of your essay. Don't clumsy it up by not giving a space for each paragraph. Let the 3 to 4 paragraph, whatever you are writing, be clear enough whenever the paper is being corrected. Okay, all the very best from Freshers Now. If you have any doubts, please make sure to comment down in the comment section, and we can answer you as soon as possible. Share it with your friends, whoever are practicing IELTS now, and then you can like, if you have liked the presentation of or the essay. Make sure to, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos of learning. Happy learning everybody. Thank you.